issues, family-related problems, relationship issues, and how we try as much as possible to profile solutions to those issues that affects us as a family. That is why we brought this program on your airwaves, because we found out that family holds a very major role in our community, and if we don't get it right as a family, then we'll have serious problems in our society, because family, everyone comes out from a family. Everyone, no one was dropped down. No one was dropped down from heaven. We all came through same process, which revolves around family. So if we don't get it right as a family, then the community, our society, will not be a conducive place for everyone to carry out their individual activities. So that is what Family Circle stands for. That is why we are here. This program, Family Circle, is not your usual kind of program on the airwaves. This is a different platform with different motives, and by God's grace, we've been achieving those motives. We've been getting results as the day goes by. We've been getting results, tremendous results as the day goes by. Okay, we'll continue from our topic from Monday. We talked about consent in marriage, consent in relationship, consent in marriage, and today we will continue the part 2 of consent in relationship and marriage. And last Monday, I keep saying last week, Monday, it looks so far. Monday, I defined what consent is. Consent in marriage. Consent means giving permission for something to happen or agreeing to an action based on your knowledge. Agreeing to an action, giving your consent. Now today, consent shows respect for yourself and your partner. Consent eliminates the entitlement that one partner might feel over the other. Consent means communication every step of the way. Consent. Consent, be it in marriage, be it in relationship. Consent. Everyone is entitled to his or her respect. Because you're dating someone, that doesn't give you the right to dictate for that person or to do something on behalf of that person without the person's consent. It doesn't. A relationship is not supposed to be one-sided. You're supposed to get your partner's opinion on any issue or anything you want to embark on. Your partner is supposed to be aware. He or she is supposed to give their consent. Give them that room to say something to you concerning that project, concerning that thing you're embarking on. Consent is when partners maturely agrees to sexual activity, which includes hugging, kissing, touching, or sex. Both partners must be consenting. Both partners must be consenting to that act. Consent cannot be given by individuals who are underage, intoxicated, or those who are involved in most people that are sick, usually when they take drugs, there are some drugs that we all know that when they take it, even on the pamphlet of that's a leaflet. If you read the thing that comes, that's that receipt that comes from each drugs, you will see there the side effects, and some side effects of some drugs, they will tell you that when you take that drug, don't drive, because if you drive, you might fall asleep. Now, some drugs even make you so dizzy. That's the word. So very dizzy. Now, this consent cannot be given by individuals who are underaged, intoxicated, or incapacitated by drugs, alcohol, or those who are asleep. These categories of people, you don't just say it that they gave their consent, because of course you should know that they are involved in some kind of circumstance, some kind of things that warranted them, or that warrants them not being in their right frame of mind. Now, some persons will be unconscious. Those categories of persons, of course, they can't give consent to anything. So some persons will use this as a yardstick, because they know that this person is not in or his or her right frame of mind. They will use that and abuse that right. Some husbands, when they are drunk, they come back home. Because they are drunk, they will forcefully abuse the wife, giving that excuse of them being drunk. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse at all. That's why the law says ignorance is not an excuse. It's never an excuse. If someone agrees to an activity under pressure of intimidation or threats, that isn't considered consent. It's not consent, because it was not given freely. Consent should never be implied or assumed. You don't have consent if you use guilt, intimidation, or threats to coerce someone into sex. Even if that person says yes, because saying yes out of fear is not consent. Is never consent. Silence or lack of response is not consent. You need a verbal answer, or the body language will tell you if that person is saying yes or no. Consent, that's consent. Let someone know that sex is wanted. Is wanted. Is not forceful. It shouldn't be forceful. And sexual activity without consent is rape or sexual assault. That's rape. No matter how you see it, no matter how you want to picture it or how you want to cover it up, it's rape or sexual assault. When a wife doesn't give her consent and the husband forcefully takes it from her, that's rape. I said it here on Monday, and a caller called and was saying, it's like I'm supporting the women. I told him, no, I'm not. But when something is wrong, it's wrong. There's no two way about it. You can't paint something white when that thing is black. When it's wrong, it's wrong. There is no two way about it. Truth is truth. Lies is lies. So you can't paint it. So many marriages today have this issue. Some husbands today are perpetrators of this same problem: rape, sexual assault. You think because you are married to her, you have that right over her? When the Bible says two will agree, two will become one. That's when a man leaves his mother and father and cleaves to his wife. The two become one. Now, the two becoming one means that each party has to give respect to each other. Now, when you respect your wife, you should get her consent. There are some persons that then I was growing, a couple back then, I knew them when I was still growing up, and this man can never take decision without his wife's consent. Then I never knew what it was. But some persons saw that man as a weakling. As a weakling. It is, while I was growing up, I now noticed that no, it's not he. That man is not a weakling. Till death, they are still married. And their marriage have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that marriage should be up to 40 years. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. They are still married together. No issue of divorce. No issue of separation. Because both parties understand, or they understood what they entered. Marriage is not for babies. Marriage is not for children. Marriage is for matured minds. Now, maturity is not by age. You can see a young boy of 25 is even more mature than a man of 30, 32, 33. Maturity is not by age. So don't misquote me when I say marriage is for matured minds. I have seen young couples, very young, who got married. They are still happy together. And then matured couples, matured 40 and above, are divorced. When you venture into marriage and you don't know the purpose, you don't know your purpose, you don't know why you entered into that marriage, you will get it wrong. Getting consent from your partner doesn't make you a weaker vessel, doesn't make you a weak man. It only adds to your marriage. It sweetens your marriage. It makes your marriage glow. Somebody will say, why will I tell my wife everything? Why won't you tell your wife? She deserves to know. She has every right to know. I know of someone in this FCT who is late now. The man kept hiding things from his wife. He doesn't get her consent. The wife is more or less like a housewife. She doesn't do anything. He doesn't get her consent for anything. He does whatever he wants to do. Now, he got some properties in Abuja here, ventured into so many investments that he never told his wife about. And then he died. The wife, not knowing anything concerning him, not knowing anything, doesn't even know the properties he has, doesn't know his investment level, doesn't know anything. That was how she lost those things to strangers. His children never participated in his property except the ones that they know of, the little ones. And the worst part is that he didn't even put his wife as his next of kin. That is the worst of it all. Biggest mistake ever. He died. His hard-earned, his sweat, his hard-earned money, everything, will to strangers. Will to strangers completely. While his children are languishing in poverty. This is someone that had money. Now, people do things, they don't understand the implication of those things they do. That's telling your wife things, or telling your husband things, doesn't make you a fool. Consent. Consent. You want to acquire a property. Let your partner know. Get your partner's opinion. What do you think about this? Let's go and see it. Do you like it? Do you think it's a good investment for us to venture into? Consent. It doesn't take you anything. Consent. Some women have money. Some women have money their husbands don't even know of. Some women, they have money their husbands don't know of. You think you are doing him? No, you are doing yourself. Debt is inevitable. This debt is inevitable. So be open to your partner. Let your partner know your in and out. Let your partner know everything about you. Whatever you want to do, whatever project you want to embark on, let your partner know. Why is it that you don't want your partner to be aware of the things you do, yet you claim you are married? Why? So many people have lost things, properties, money, due to this issue. Lack of consent. You are running your home. No consent, nothing. You do anything you want to do. See, your husband is answerable to you. Your wife is answerable to you. Get consent from both parties. Both of you sit down. Analyze issue. Get your consent. Embark on those projects you want to embark on with each other's consent. It is very necessary. It is very, very necessary, because strangers are just there eating money they never worked for. Due to lack of consent, if your wife is aware of that project, knows the amount that is going to come in, knows everything about that project, of course, it will do you good. If your husband is aware of that project, the house you are building, knows everything about it, knows how much you have put into that project, knows how much is supposed to be added, it will go a long way. That will go a long way in helping you. You never can tell. You never can tell. Consent. I heard of a story in I think it's Kogi, I think so, if I'm not mistaken, around that region, a tribe in Kogi. That tribe, they said the woman has to get consent from the husband before she can help her parents. And I honestly speaking, yes, a tribe, I don't want to mention the tribe, but a tribe, the woman is supposed to get the consent of the husband before she can send a dime to her family. If she ever sends money without the husband's consent, I don't know, I think it's part of their tradition. They say something is going to happen to her or happen to the child. If there's a child, if there's no child, the thing is going to, something bad is going to happen to her. I don't know about that, but I was reliably informed. Consent. This consent we're talking about is a major breaker of homes today. Consent. Consent. There was a story last year I heard of a woman. I don't know, some of you might be informed about that story, or might be aware of that story. Excuse me. A woman who she's married. She was married because they are no more together. As at that time, she had 3 kids, and this woman is into businesses, 1 or 2 businesses here and there. And this woman was hoarding money from the husband, to the point that this woman built 2 plazas in the FCT here. She has 2 plaza to her name. 2, not 1, 2 plaza. Imagine a plaza. Just picture a plaza. A woman having 2, and the husband was never aware. She had a house in the FCT here where she collects rents yearly. The husband was never aware. Now, what happened? This thing took about 7 years. This man never knew the wife had such kind of money. Never knew, never for one day. And he never suspected her, because, of course, if you're married to someone, why should you suspect that person? Except if you have reasons to. But this man never had any reason to want to suspect the wife. One day, the friend of the husband, wife, wanted to rent a shop. And then she got involved with some agents, that's property agents. And then they brought this plaza to the woman. And she liked it. She wanted to pay. Now, what she wanted to do, it's a very big business. So she wanted to collapse 2 shops together. That will involve the owner. That will involve the owner giving consent to that. And then they had to call the owner, which is this woman in question, for her to give her consent. That was where they found out that the owner is, because the man and his wife called for a meeting. She didn't know that it was the husband's friend. Called for a meeting to meet her so that they can iron out the issue of collapsing 2 shops together. And wow, she came out. The man was so shocked. Oh, are you the owner? He said, yeah. In fact, she herself was even dumbfounded. She was shocked. Shocked beyond words. And he said, oh. And then she told him, please, don't tell my husband. And the best friend, why won't he tell his friend? If he didn't tell his friend, then he's a bad friend. He called the husband and told the husband. And during their course of investigation, they found out that she even has another plaza and has houses that she's renting. This is a wife living together in the same roof with a man. The man never knew. And the man filed for divorce. I personally, I am in support of that. He filed for a divorce because that kind of woman can kill a man. They are divorced today. Consent. Consent. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that can be hidden for too long. It must definitely find its way out. Nothing, absolutely nothing, no matter how long you've hidden that secret or that thing, it must surely boomerang. It must surely come out. Consent. Sexual consent is an agreement to participate in a sexual activity it's an agreement to participate in a sexual activity. So you are supposed to give consent to any sexual activity whatsoever. If you are a husband, you don't get your wife's consent. That is wrong. If you are a wife, You don't bother to get your husband's consent. That is wrong. Totally wrong. Before being sexual with someone, you need to know if they want to be sexual with you at that particular time. You need to know. Get their opinion. They might be emotionally down at that moment. So it's left for you to talk to them, rub minds together, and come to a point of agreement. It's very important to be honest with your partner about what you want. And both parties must agree to sex every single time before it comes to conclusion. Every single time your partner is supposed to give his or her consent. That is how it's supposed to be. That is the normal way. That is how it's supposed to be. Being a man doesn't make you a bully. Don't bully her because you are the husband. No. Get her consent. If she's moody, you should know. And you should know what to do at that particular time to make her cheer up. Then you can now approach her for whatever you want. I will open phone lines for our viewers to call in, and our listeners. You're on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for joining us. Those of you on Facebook, I'm really grateful. I said it before now that Family Circle is gradually becoming a community. Yes, it's gradually becoming a community, and we are so happy to have new members on board. So if you want to be a part of this community, you can, like I usually say, you can sign in and then we'll start marking register. Don't mind me. Okay, I'll open phone lines for listeners and also our viewers via Facebook to call in. If you want to join our Facebook train, the handle to join is ITV Radio Abuja. ITV Radio Abuja. That's our handle. You can join us via Facebook and like our page, comment, and invite someone. Please do invite someone. If you're on Facebook, try as much as possible to send invites to your friend, your family members. Tell them that Family Circle is on air for them to join. And also, you can send me your questions, comments. I will definitely go through it. And if there's need for me to reply, definitely I will. The phone line to call in is 09047671338. That's the phone line to call in. And please, if you're calling in, I'm giving just 1 minute. Highest you can take is 2 minutes, please. Please. In fact, 1 minute is okay. Go straight to the point and nail it. Then we can take other calls, because I found out that some persons do call. I appreciate that when you call and want to stay longer, but just make it very brief. That's the complaint I keep having, sending text messages. Some persons said if some persons call, they tend to stay longer than they should. Please, so make it very, very snappy. The number to call in is 09047671338. That's the number to call. If you're calling in, make your suggestion very brief. Or if you have a complaint, do also make it very, very brief. We are talking about consent for those of us just joining for the first time. This is Family Circle on Independent Radio 89.7 FM, and we are talking about consent. That's the part 2 of consent in relationship, consent in marriage. Now, I have a first caller. Okay. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I lost that call. If you're calling, please try and turn down the volume of your radio sets to enable me hear you clearly in the studio. The number to call again is 09047671338. I will take it one more time, 09047671338. Now, some persons called on Monday, and okay, I have a caller. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I lost that call again. I don't know. Maybe it's network issues. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Hello? Whoa. I hope this is not network problem, because some persons are trying to call. I'm seeing it's coming in and whoa. Hello, good evening. Please kindly turn down the volume of your radio set, please. I said it earlier on. Please, if you're calling me, turn down the volume of your radio set if you're calling, because you can't want to talk to me and hear yourself at the same time. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Can you turn down the volume of your radio set? Anyone that calls me now and it echoes here, I will cut you off. Please, turn down the volume of your radio set. It is not possible for you to want to hear yourself and also talk to me. Please. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, I lost that call again. What's happening today? If you can't call, you can send me a message or you drop your message via Facebook. Our handle is I have another caller. Hello, good evening. Hello. Apparently the network is not friendly today. The network is not friendly at all. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, go on, Mr. Jacob. I can hear you. Mm. Okay. Mm. Mm. Oh, wow. Mm. Mm. Yes. 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 Mm. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that contribution. Yes, in fact, he said it all. He said it all. Do you know, even Uber, you let your partner know if you book for an Uber, you have the right to share your location with your partner. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, Edith Young, go on. I can hear you. Thank you. It's wrong. It's wrong. Mm. 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 Yes. Mm. Mm. That's just it. It's not. Thank Yes. Yes. Mm. 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 That one is a greedy man. He's a greedy man that cannot go and work for his money. That's very greedy. He's greedy. Mm, yes. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. I'm really, really grateful. It's greed when a woman makes money and then you intentionally want to take that money from her. That's very bad. That's selfishness. Instead of you giving her money, you want to take from the little she has saved. Now, there are some partners, there are some families who have joint accounts. Now, some men will not even tell their wife they want to make use of that money. They will go ahead and withdraw that money to use without getting consent from the wife. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Go on, I can hear you. Thank you so much. That is the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's greed and and selfishness. A man is supposed to give to his wife, not collecting from his wife, especially when it's intentional. When it's intentional, because if a man, madam, this one now, you have permission, you have my permission to hide it from him. My permission, you have it to hide it from me, from him, because he has shown you that he is not worth getting consent from. Do you understand? This kind of, yes, in this kind of case, you have express permission to hide your savings from him, because you are doing it for the sake of your children. Yeah, thank you so much. That act is being done for the sake of your children. It's not like you are intentionally hiding it from him, but you have tested him on several cases, on several grounds, and he failed it woefully. So you have express permission to hide your money from him. You have it. Because if he squanders your money and you don't have any money, what will you use to take care of your kids? There are some women out there that pay their kids' fees themselves. single-handedly. They pay their kids' fees themselves single-handedly. Now, if you are a man and you are in this category and you have kids, you don't pay your kids' fees. It's not like you give your wife money to keep and pay for their fees. She pays it by herself. Then you are not worth being a man. Oh, hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, my community member. Oh, go on. We bless God. Thank you. Yes. Mm. Yes. It's money. Yes. Mm. 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 That's not a man now. That one is not a man. He's a woman rapper. He's a woman rapper. He's not a man because a man is supposed to give to the wife. The Bible says the men are the head of the house. A man is the head. Why the woman is just a helpmeet. She is just a helpmeet. She is not the carrier of the load. She is just a helpmeet. Hmm. If it is some men, they will not tell her, they will pocket the money. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Secret. Yes. Thank you so much, sir. I'm really, really grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. Okay, that is just it. Women are not carriers of load. Women are helpmates. Now, there will come a time where a woman is supposed to help. In such time, she will help. But it shouldn't be a constant thing. The programming of women they are not supposed to carry loads. Women are not programmed that way. The way God created a man and a woman, God created a man before he created a woman. In fact, it is from the man he brought forth the woman. The woman is just a helpmeet. Some men are so selfish. Some men are so coward. In fact, I don't know the right word to use. Some men will go and sleep. Their wives will be out there working. This one is not table turning around. Now, if the man doesn't have a job, it's a different thing. This one, the man is so lazy to a fault. The woman will go out to get money, come back with that money she got. She will cook for him. She will feed him to eat. Then, if the woman is trying to rest, the man will now come and want to bounce on her at night. Where is that human sympathy? No human sympathy. No human sympathy. I am not supporting any party, but you see, I have seen things. In this career I chose, I have seen things. I have counseled people, married people. If you hear things coming out from a man, you will wonder if this is actually a man. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Sorry, please, can you speak audibly? Okay, go on. I can hear you, Mr. Michael.
Yeah, so I've been listening to the program, and I want to first of all say well done for what you are doing.
Thank you so much, sir.
But at the same time, I would just want to say it's from the conversation we're going on so far, it appears, sounds almost like a one-sided story.
No, it's not. It's not, sir.
Yeah, okay. So, human beings differ, right? They are good men, they are bad men.
Of course.
They are good ladies, they are bad ladies. They are irresponsible men, just as they are irresponsible ladies. Right? So, yeah, some men may really be out of it, right? And this kind of person should be called to order, right? They should be advised. And everything, like one of the scholars said, is about communication, right? At the same time, it is also women in marriages, in homes, they need to also understand their partners and understand their context. Every marriage is different. Let me give you an example. I had a friend, right? And his wife was working, she's working at an IT company. And then he told me that this lady, he had a way more potential than before. And he's going to provide her every kind of support that can give her successful. Because by drawing her career path, he has seen that he has a stronger potential than before.
Yes.
Support her in every way he can. Like, you will not say that this man is now irresponsible.
No. How can he be? No, that's not the category of men we are talking about. A man that fronts his wife and he is the backbone, in fact, that marriage will succeed more. What we are talking about is a man sitting at home because he claims there is no job. He doesn't help the wife. Mentally, he doesn't help her. Now, putting things together, he doesn't help her. Of course, I have seen men like that. I have counseled men like that. Me personally, I have counseled men like that. Like you said, they are good women, they are bad women. I said it earlier on. A woman that hides money, that hoards money from the husband, is a bad woman. But in an instance where she has tested that man and that man is not trusted, especially in money, there are some men that are squanderers. You understand? You hoard money from him because you are doing it for your kids. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, kudos to them. Kudos to them. Twale. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, kudos to them. I said it. I think it was last month. I said it. I said if you are a woman and you know your husband is a struggling man, a strong struggling man who struggles to keep ends meet, to put food on the table, to make you people, you and your children comfortable, you should always appreciate that man. Just appreciate him. Tell him once in a while, tell him thank you. Even if he didn't do anything, just tell him thank you. Because it is not easy to be a man. Being a man that will stand for his family, feed his family, clothe them, is not easy. Oh. It's not easy to be a man. It's not easy at all. It is different when a woman makes money on her own. But to be a man wearing that manly shoe is not easy. So if your husband is doing the right thing, is trying to provide food for you, no matter how little it is, always celebrate that man. Men go through a lot. Men, they go through a lot. Some of them die in silence. I have been doing a research for the past 2 months now on a particular topic. When I'm done, I will bring that topic. I know that topic will be so explosive. Men are trying. Men are trying. There are some men that will go out with the insult. Some of them, their bosses are women. The women don't understand. With insults, with insubordination, they will come back home. Coming home to meet the lioness, the woman will be fire. Where will the man run to? Where will he run to? Women, be considerate. Please, be considerate. If the man comes back home, no matter how little, whatever he brings back, appreciate it, because it's not easy, especially in the community, in our society now. This country is not, everybody knows what's happening. So if your husband is trying to do things to make you happy, you should appreciate it and not complain. And not complain. Okay, I'm rounding up already. We're done for today. Tomorrow we'll bring another topic. This consent, I will be bringing it up maybe the second quarter of the year. We'll be analyzing on this same topic. Tomorrow we'll be coming with a new topic. I urge you to stay connected to this program on Independent Radio. By 5 p.m. tomorrow we'll be live in the studio. Thank you so much to my viewers via Facebook. I'm really, really grateful. I see you, and I love all of you. We are gradually becoming a community, like I said earlier on, and we'll be so proud of ourselves at the end of the day. Thank you so much. For those of you that would want to call me via family issues, you can call me on 07036878937. I'll take it one more time. 07036878937. Only on relationship and family issues. Please don't call me to tell me you need money. Everybody needs money. I'm just trying to help the ones I can help right now who are majorly a challenge. So please don't call me to tell me you need money. We all need money. Even the family builder herself needs money. So please, only family issues. My producers, they are laughing. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much, and always stay safe. Thank you, and God bless you.